Dr. Janine Krause, and I'm here today to weigh in on coconut milk. Why? Well, it's one of my favorite milks out there, and it's, yes, one of those alternative milks that's been in the news lately in terms of being controversial. Is it healthy? Is it not? Well, it ultimately boils down to, if you consume regular cow's milk or goat's milk, does it make you sick? Do you get a stuffy nose? Does it negatively affect you? If it does, then you probably do want to try an alternative milk. At my house, the alternative milks are what we use because we both, my husband and I, do have trouble with dairy. My favorite being the coconut milk. Why? Because it has so many great nutrients in it. It is full of electrolytes. It has magnesium. It has phosphate. It has potassium. It also has vitamins B, C, and E. Plus, it's loaded with something called lauric acid, which gets converted to something called monolaurin. Monolaurin is an immune-boosting substance. Why? It's a fat. And what it does is it can go after viruses, especially the ones that are fatty-coated, such as the herpes virus, HIV, and the measles virus. So I'm looking at this thinking, okay, we've got all this Zika virus thing going on right now. Well, the Zika virus is also a fatty enveloped virus. And so monolaurin in coconut milk might be your way to prevent you from having any issues. And so something to think about in terms of that virus if you're going to be traveling or if you're just worried about it in general. You should up your amounts of coconut milk. And so overall, in terms of all of the types of coconut milk, my favorite is, of course, the natural kind you get from the tree. So what happens? I don't tend to use that as often. So I'm using a little bit of frozen coconut. I can also use a little bit of dried coconut, and you can put some water with it and squeeze it out. Now, who has time for that? I do sometimes, but not all the time. So I do resort to using a canned coconut milk. Natural Value is the brand that I use, and it's just because it is a BPA-free lining can. Now, of course, like with everything, fresh is best, but sometimes you've got to go with the second best alternative. And so I'm Dr. Dean Krause. I'm weighing in on coconut milk, and I definitely think you should give it a try if you haven't, and consider it if you definitely do have some issues with dairy products. Thanks for watching.